What's up, everybody? Happy WTF Wednesday. What's up, Michelle Dumont? Already in the house. I love that. Let's just get her done. Get her done. Let's get going. Let's get this party started. I really wish you could do music because how does that happen? Does anybody know how you can bring music in without having 1,000 copyright strikes? How does that happen? How do you do that? I love that play music. I see people like these DJs on TikTok and they have their little setup and they do nothing but play music on TikTok. They're DJs, they got their turntables. How come we can't have music? Like I love music, dude. I'm all over the place with music. So I would love to have music. How does that happen? How do you avoid all the copy? Is there a subscription service or something? Do you have to pay for it? You know, this ain't the days of like, what was that old thing that they did back in the early 2000s? Oh my God, like LimeWire was one of them. This was in the early days of streaming music. God, LimeWire. There was some other ones. Yeah, well, we're getting off to a crazy start, I tell you. But what the fuck Wednesday, bro? WTF? What is going on? I'll tell you what's going on. But this is what Jesus predicted. This is what he told us was going to happen when the days are shorter and when we can look up for your redemption draws near. Things are happening like a crazy levels that I never expected. And one of those things that I really want to talk about is the Venezuelan oil tanker that was confiscated, rolled up by our Coast Guard, by our Department of War. And this is one of the big reasons why the Department of War was taken back to that name. I went forward, back to that name. It started as the Department of War. So Secretary Pete Hegseth and President Trump are bringing it back. This isn't new. The Department of War has been around. Oh my God, was it the Civil War? Or my God, I'm going way like backward. But I do recall the Department of War started as the Department of War. It only became the Department of Defense when a bunch of chumps with badges and military credentials got in there who figured out, hey, we can make a ton of money from defense and all these military contractors. We can make a ton of money. That's why former President Dwight D. Eisenhower, rest his soul, warned the world back then about the coming, what he saw as the military industrial complex. And they have made trillions, probably quadrillions of dollars off of defense. We're not in a defense posture anymore under Secretary Pete Hegseth. I wish my husband was here to see this. I really wish he was here to see this. He would get such a kick out of this. He would love this. He would want to go back in and be active and blow shit up again. I swear, I'm just having the time of my life. I love this. But the Department of War confiscated this oil tanker coming out of Venezuela with sanctioned Venezuelan oil that was heading to Iran. They have been doing this. Biden never cared. He was dead pretty much. And nobody else, no other administration gave a shite. Nobody cared. What's up, Erica? Thank you for reposting the stream, girl. What's up? How you doing? Nobody ever cared before. They're just like, well, it's just the way it is. Just the oil tanker's going oil tanker. So now we are in a war posture, and the president has given the orders for hemispheric defense of our nation. And when you leave in Venezuela with your dirty crude and heading to Iran, what the hell does this, what the hell sense does that even make? They're heading to a country that has been sanctioned. Iran the sanctions are back on them for nuclear proliferation, and their refusal to participate in the Abraham Accords and the new peace deals and agreements that have gone forward in the Middle East. So shit on Iran. You want to keep cutting the fool and keeping yourself in the dark ages before 23 BC? Go ahead, blow yourselves up. Have a good time. We're done with you. But guess what? We're not going to allow you to continue to profit off of the entire planet that we're propping up and helping Venezuela to save them from Nicolas Maduro. And these idiots are sending their dirty, unprocessed, dirty crude to Iran for some refinement, foreign country. I don't freaking know. But Venezuela is very rich in dirty crude. It's very hard to refine it. It costs a lot of money. And I just remember that I worked in oil and gas before I worked for the federal government, and my brother still works in oil and gas. So I learned that just being involved. And now this boat, let me bring that in so we can just all see it together. It's Fox News. And they talk about how Pam Bondi shares heart-pounding footage of U.S. seizing Venezuelan oil tanker in rare action last seen in 2014. So that was 10, 11 years ago. So obviously they've been doing this, as I mentioned, for a long time. They just got used to it and thought they would never have to stop doing it. But guess what? This is the Trump administration. You in my house, bitch. You're going to do what the hell I tell you to do. So here we go. Well, I'll let the commercial.
And doesn't spy on your searches. And DuckDuckGo lets you browse like Chrome, but it blocks cookies and creepy ads that follow you around.
As soon as this comes back on,
and there's
I'll just let the video play.
We make money from ads, but they don't follow you around. Join the millions of people taking back their privacy by downloading DuckDuckGo on all your devices today.
Anymore. They're kind of weird. If it ever comes up, there we go. So this is the recent one. This is our military boarding the oil vessel, oil tanker, and taking it over. And this is a similar operation that happened, as it is mentioned, in 2014. Headed to Iran, and Iran is under very strict sanctions, and countries are barred from doing business with them because we're cutting them off on all sides because they fund terrorism, they fund Al-Qaeda, they fund the Taliban, we fund the Taliban. But they fund literal terrorist organizations. And it says the video footage showed by the FBI and Homeland Security investigators along with U.S. Coast Guard members with support precise seizure of the tanker. Not just we want to, can we look at, open your doors? No, seizing. That's my oil, bitch. Not your oil, my oil. So, armed personnel in tactical gear repelled from the helicopter above the vessel off the Venezuelan coast. That is international waters. Spare me the tears. I don't want to hear the violins playing from the Democrats. Go to hell. We are tired of you fighting President Trump on everything that he does. No, it doesn't have to go through Congress. How many actions did Biden take that never even saw Congress? How many actions did Obama take that he dared Congress to say anything? He dared them to come near him with opposition. And now you want to start talking about holding people's feet to the fire with Article 2 powers of the president. Now you want to start talking about, oh, let's maintain decorum. Oh, this is just constitutional. Shut the hell up. Y'all don't give a shit about the Constitution unless it serves you. This drug, oh, excuse me, maybe Freudian slip, but this tanker was headed to a country that has been sanctioned, along with Venezuela that has been sanctioned. We're squeezing both of these countries because they have been destroying our country for years. That Maduro sent the 3 million freaking Venezuelans here to steal our money, to take over Aurora, Colorado, to take over in different parts of the country. Hell, Trinity Aragua was in Hawaii. I have that article somewhere around here. So shit on anybody who doesn't like what's going on. You know what? You don't like it? Don't damn look. Close your eyes and close your ears. Go hide in your closet next to your pinto beans and cat litter, bitch. Anyway, Kash Patel, FBI director, said in an ex post, the administration's, quote, efforts to crush FTOs, foreign terrorist organizations, that is, and cut off their resources will continue day and night. Kristi Noem, Homeland Secretary, said, or break the law, there's no place on land or sea where we won't find you. Thank you to our brave service members. America first. My president, Donald John Quavius Trump, said from the White House today, the tanker was the, quote, largest one ever seized in action, adding, other things are happening. He said, he goes on to say, quote, you'll be seeing that later. And you'll be talking about that later with some other people. I love how he's vague sometimes, and he keeps operations close to the vest. Unlike Obama, who was dropping freaking leaflets on terrorist countries when they were supposedly being invaded by on his orders. He would drop leaflets and give broadcasts in their language, in their country. Oh, we're going to bomb you exactly in this place in like 28 hours. So y'all might want to not be there at that gas station that we getting ready to bomb. Trump, don't do that. You don't know what he's doing. And that's the way you're supposed to do. That's how you conduct proper military ops. You don't tell somebody what you're doing. You don't broadcast it. That's dumb. Adib says, so their oil, Venezuela, is worse than other sources. Yep. Ever heard of sweet crude? I have. We have that right here in the great United States of America, baby. And we don't have to refine it 50 times and spend millions of extra dollars just because it's not greasy and thick and you can't hardly put your fingers through it. So, yeah. Does that answer your question? But thanks for watching. Appreciate you. So we are getting rid of these individuals who have been nothing but a pain and a drain on our system, on our country, and on our lives. This is America first. This is hemispheric offense. Excuse you, hemispheric offense and defense at the same time, because we're defending our interests in those international waters that we have jurisdiction and access to. Because guess what? We paid for everything that's going on over there, all them oil operations and shit. Where do you think y'all got that money? The fuck out of here. We paid for all of it. You're welcome. So we will tell you what you can and cannot do. Feel me? And yeah, we're hauling all your Venezuelans up out of here because we don't want them here. We never did in the first place. American citizens, we didn't even get a choice. We didn't get a chance. Biden and that Hindu Horus, Kamala Harris, just dumped them here. Whether we liked it or not, whether we asked for it or not, they just started showing up here. And before we knew it, in Denver and Colorado Springs and Pueblo and Boulder and Thornton and Arvada and Lakewood and everywhere else, it was full of fucking Venezuelans. So we're over your shit. All of it. We're over it. Feel me? Thank you for reposting the stream. I'm working on a pretty good freaking mad today. How you doing, Miss Patricia? Thank you. You look at your pretty picture. I just love that. How are you? How are you, girl? You're welcome, darling. You're welcome. Thank you for the, yes, darling. Dirty crude. Venezuela has, it's so difficult to refine it. And you know, the other thing about Venezuela is, and thank you for asking, I'm hot under the collar today, darling. And I appreciate you watching. You stay a while. And you know, the thing about Venezuela is that they have just done such horrible things to their people. Maduro and Hugo Chavez before him, they perpetual high oil prices and they destroyed their economies. So, you know, now they sell their oil, but it costs so much to refine it that it's almost not worth it. President Trump is back to just like he was in 2016, 2017, drill, baby, drill. So now you notice gas prices are going down. Please do not try to gaslight me on that. Please don't bother gaslighting me when I have taken pictures along the front range of gas prices as low as $1.70. Please don't try to gaslight me. I mean, that would be weird. Because then Democrats, because that's what they do, they try to gaslight you and make you think you're stupid all the time. When you standing there looking at something, they're like, no, you don't see that. Yes, I do see that. I'm looking right at it. No, you don't. No, you don't. Yeah, I do. No, you don't. So shit on all of you. How are Democrats even getting a foothold in any, golly? Are people really this stupid in this country right now? After the last 4 years and the shit Biden pulled, you really actually cast your vote for a Democrat because you got Trump derangement syndrome that bad? You got it that bad that you're willing to crash out and destroy your own life, destroy your own family, go without, have no money, be poor as shit, have no safety, no protection whatsoever, because these Democrats believe in turning a bunch of criminals loose on your ass and burning people in the subway, stabbing brothers in the freaking subway in North Carolina. But you can't say nothing because that's racist. No, I'm a FBA. I'm a foundational Black American, and y'all brought all these freaking illegals over here, and they have been committing crimes left and right, and they still doing it. How are Democrats coming anywhere close in any election? And now they're trying to trot out Jasmine Shaquisha Alizé Underlay Crockett. They're trying to put her in a Senate seat. Negro, please. Body. She didn't do anything for her constituents as a Congresswoman, they're just redrawing the maps, so she's getting pushed out. So she's trying to hurry up and get a different job so that she can continue her bending over forward and taking it in the abdomen for George Soros. Remember, y'all seen that picture of Jasmine Crockett standing there with Alex Soros? She ain't nothing but a damn Soros plant. She's going to do whatever them white liberal communists tell her to do. She does not care about black folks. And the only time they go to a black church is when they are trying to take cover for something they did or said. They let all these illegals in here. And I'm talking about FBAs in positions of political leadership. Y'all cheered and stumped the yard for illegals. Brandon Johnson in Chicago. I'm ranting today. I don't care. Please just don't. I'm just stick around a while. I'm gonna get somewhere, but I'm ranting because today I'm just hot under the collar about a lot of stuff. Okay, y'all done sit here and watched us struggle. Y'all done watched us struggle for the last 4 years. Y'all done watched people get kicked out of their house. These poor young people can't buy a freaking home to save their life because these old white liberal fucking baby boomers want to sell their home for 1.5 million, 2 million, and they won't let it go for a dime less. Okay, well, guess what? Your ugly old creepy ass house that's full of damn ghosts is going to sell the market. And nobody's going to buy it. How about that? And instead of you being able to go to assisted living where your old ass belongs, you're going to die in that house. And then it's going to go to your stupid kids and your stupid grandkids. Right to this day that the housing market is what it is because they're holding on and they don't care. They only care about their stupid Trump derangement syndrome and showing up at No Kings rallies, which is actually no brains rallies, because you got to be stupid as fuck to show up in support of a Democrat after the shit they've done to us for the last 4 years. How dare you? You shouldn't even show your ugly face. But instead, you want to just keep failing up. It's not just Jasmine Crockett. Colorado is full of these assholes who just want to keep failing up and protecting all their crimes. Jenna Griswold, Phil Weiser, Jared Polis, all of you who are driving this freaking state into the absolute ground and watching people suffer while you have armed security, while you have homes here and in the mountains and back on the East Coast or the West Coast. Y'all don't care about people. You should not have the privilege of and the honor of serving people because you don't like people. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. I don't care. I don't like your ass either. You're all gross. And you smell like rotten sardines. You're all responsible for the pain and suffering that we are experiencing right now. And you want to keep running for office and you want to keep doing worse damage. Colorado has a mental health crisis unlike any country because of what these demons have done to this state. Oh, I don't know, Tina Peters. Y'all going to hell for what you did to that woman. I'm going to tell you right now. You think this is it? You think this is it? This is all theater. Wait till but you reap what you sow. Or as they say, karma is a bitch. Anyway. Lives, they have so much blood on their hands, and they're just going to go to their little enclaves and pretend that they didn't do anything that's destroyed people's lives. They're just going to take all the money they stole and leave. I have to keep looking at Ilhan Omar's ugly fucking face. With her buck teeth and her strange accent and her pissy attitude, telling me she thinks that she's better than me because of her religion. You are. You're a shit stain on this country, and it's Slim Slacks Obama that brought you here and dumped that garbage here. 88% of you are on welfare. How are you adding value to this country? You're all either Uber drivers or fucking DoorDash or something, some other gig worker, or Tim Walz, the white liberal kook who wears his butt plugs too tight, might want to adhere to federal regulations handed down by Secretary of Transportation Sean Duffy. There, Timmy. Or you're not getting federal money. You ain't gonna do nothing but take care of Somalis anyway. You don't care about the people of Minnesota, and you're literally white. White guilt is a cancer. It is stupid. It is absolutely retarded. It doesn't make any sense. And it is just a means, it's a Jedi mind trick by which white liberal commies can turn white people against white people and everybody else against white people so that they can have their cushy jobs under DEI standards that it, by the way, it's credential class, college educated white bitches who got DEI jobs in corporate America. Overwhelmingly them, not blacks, white liberal females who get to sit there with their noses stuck up in the air and tell you how to run in on her broom with her cape flapping along behind her to rescue all the darkies. And they're, oh, that's another side story, but why not talk about it? They're in a panic. Yeah, I read it in Forbes. They're in a panic because, my God, they went to the college and they did all this work and they graduated and they got their degree. Oh my God. And now, because President Trump has realized this ain't nothing but a big fat fucking game for y'all to keep getting these cushy social service jobs and getting by DEI. None. Oh, here, I'll show you. Oh, here it is. Well, let's talk about it. Why not? Because it's important to remember why these people are doing what the hell they're doing. Yeah, Forbes for December 2025, the invisible job crisis. We're all over the place tonight, aren't we? Well, it's WTF Wednesday, so here we're just gonna do WTF shit. The invisible job crisis. America's third largest employer is hemorrhaging talent. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Nonprofit organizations and the social sector at large, I guess that's what they call it, is America's third largest employer. I did not know that. Now I do. At 10% of the workforce, comprising of 5.2% of GDP and contributing $1.4 trillion to the economy. No, actually, they're stealing that money because they're mostly federal jobs, and federal jobs don't contribute to the private sector economy and the real job numbers. Nearly a year into federal budget cuts, eliminating social safety net programs, closure of USAID, hallelujah, thank you, Elon, thank you, Doge team, and the downstream impact of philanthropy, quietly pulling back funding. The sector faces a gathering storm. Aw. No, I don't want to do that. An invisible crisis. While federal government and technology sector layoffs consistently make headlines, the unfolding job crisis within the social sector has received little public attention. Interesting. Maybe because you guys are not as super important as you really think you are. Even as tens of thousands of sector employees have lost jobs in the past year, many due to reorganization or closure of nonprofits. Thank you, President Trump. Eternally, thank you. I was a federal employee, and I know these programs are absolutely useless, and most of them were just means by which these credential class liberals could keep their jobs. And I am so glad that they have been booted out. 17 conversations and 86 survey responses from long-term unemployed shows significant sector volatility, systemic organizational instability, driving widespread layoffs, an experience paradox where expertise becomes a barrier rather than an asset. Oh, what do you think? People are sick of hearing about how terrible white people are? Do you think people are sick of your DEI policies? Do you think people are sick of being called a racist for literally everything on earth? Is that what you're talking about? Accelerating brain drain. What brain? Anyway, as talented professionals, that's subjective, exit the sector. Broken hiring processes that dehumanize candidates and devastating personal impacts that extend far beyond employment status. Wah, 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 freaking wah, wah. Ask regular blue-collar American citizens and middle-class American citizens if we give a shit about you liberals. And liberals making 6-7 figures to do nothing but call everybody racist. Ask us if we give a shit that you lost your cushy federal job and all the perks and benefits. Yeah, I think we don't care. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't care. Actually, I'm pretty sure that people are sick of you and sick of your kind and the permanent damage that liberalism does to a human brain, to a community, and to a... Don't believe me? Oh, I got one for you. Let's hear what this beautiful lady has to say, because she is saying what most of us are thinking. And I think she is pretty darn spot on. I think you'll enjoy this one. She cusses almost as much as I do, and she has just as bad an attitude. This is Kelly, Patriot Mom 717 on X. A lot of people have reposted it.
Okay, I got fucked.
So check it out.
Okay, I got fucked something to say. Okay, I'm at work. It's 2:00 in the morning, and I'm at fucking work. Okay, these bitches come in, don't speak English. Okay, oh, and all of a sudden, they're white racists behind the counter. Okay, this is what the fuck they ring up. Look at this. Nothing but fucking junk food. Nothing but fucking junk food. Look how long this bitch is. Look how fucking long it is. And guess how much they're remaining balancing. Guess how much these two racist fucking pieces of shit that has come into my fucking country, and you're making fun of me because I'm standing at a fucking job at 2 in the fucking morning. Well, guess what? I got another job to go to when I get off of this one at 6 until about 3 in the afternoon. And then I got to get some sleep. And then I got to turn around and do it all over again by 11 o'clock. So you motherfuckers that come into this fucking country and treat us like shit, I hope they bounce you out of this country so fucking fast that your fucking sombreros are left behind. Guess how much these bitches get? Guess how fucking much? Let me fucking tell you. 3,247 motherfucking tax dollar fucking money. And then insult me. Oh, look at the talking Spanish, looking at me, laughing. Oh, the nasty white bitch. Yeah, I said, oh, get out of my motherfucking country. Get out, you worthless motherfuckers. Get the fuck out.
Oh, God, I love this book. Yay. She is a woman after my own heart and soul. She said what I just didn't have to today. So I'm grateful for her. Girl, Miss Patricia, you see that? She's had it. Okay? She's had it. This poor girl works from 11 at night till 6 in the morning. And then she got to turn around and go to another job from 6 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon and get a little bit of sleep. And then she got to turn around and do it all over again. While these hoes, we don't need no more foreign sex workers. 2 or 3 beds. Different dudes, freaking whores, with their 48 kids combined, and they got $3,000, almost $4,000 in food stamps, and that's the balance. That's the balance. That ain't saying what they already spent from what they get. Oh my goodness. This has got to stop. You know what? Oh, Lord, have mercy. I wonder why people like that beautiful woman I just showed you are freaking, we've had it. Because we're sick of seeing this corruption and sick of seeing these illegal aliens do better than us. And they just lay around, and then they come in your store and they just talk shit about you while you're working And they're coming in shopping with the money you're making. And we're paying them to be here to snatch and steal our money from us while they driving big ass GMC 3500s and Escalades and shit. Biden and Harris did this to us. They want to keep working and staying in that political position after the crap y'all have pulled the last 4 years. You do not work for us. No taxation without representation. You do not work for us. Stop talking about how much you care about Black people. I started talking about Brandon Johnson and I got off track, but he is another porch Negro who works for these white liberal communists. Tap dancing for you. Freaking loser. Thank you, Miss Sherry. How are you, girl? I've already had it. I think I've been here 40 minutes. I've already had it. I've had it. Now Brandon Johnson's crying because the budget, he's trying to get another, what, 40, $50 million, billion, trillion, gazillion dollars from the city council in Chicago. He needs all the aldermen to give him even more money to... Negro, please. What is you've gotten the last 4 years? Oh, yeah. Whoop, got the answer. You took care of illegals. You did, and then see what he does. He runs back to, now he's Black again. Now he's back to Black. Now he's back to Black. Now he's back to the Black neighborhoods, and he wants to talk to the Black folk now. Now he wants to go to Black churches, and he wants to remember the Black folk. After stomping the yard for and giving billions of dollars in aid to illegals the last 4 years, while Chicago homeless people, including veterans, slept out on the damn street corner and froze to death outside because that hawk is out there in Chicago. I'm from Chicago. Shut up, stupid ass. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to hear your shit. Look at this creep. Darren, who's on my morning show, we're on the Colorado show in the mornings. He showed me this crap. I just cracked up laughing. Brandon Johnson is a clown. He is a freaking clown. Hold on. So thank you, Darren, for sending me this.
Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson shedding some crocodile tears today after his beloved corporate head tax proposal got nixed from the city council's alternative budget proposal.
Oh.
There are lines of Chicagoans right now of people who do not have food, you guys.
Oh, you mean illegals? Illegals? Is that what you're talking about?
And if you've never gone hungry, you wouldn't know why I have that urgency. If you've never opened up your refrigerator and there's nothing in it, poverty sucks. Corporations are making a killing right now, and we have alders that are more interested in defending these big corporations than families like mine who went without food and electricity and could not afford rent and mortgage. Get me something I can work with.
Maybe acting's in his future? I don't know. Well, this head tax he's got so emotional about is his genius idea to fill a massive 2026 budget hole, which would companies with more than 100 employees $21 per employee per month. Now, it's part of his larger $600 million proposed tax increases for the year.
For more, let's bring in Chicago Alderman Raymond Lopez.
Unfreaking believable. See, he spent all the money on illegals, just like here in Colorado, spent all the money on illegals, and now you have a budget crisis. And he tried to push a damn corporate head tax to charge $21 a head for corporations with 100 or more employees. He probably is Haitian. What? See, he can't. She said, I believe he's an immigrant. He looks Haitian to me. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. He is a clown. He is a clown. He is a clown. He is so unserious about the lives that he has destroyed. And he just cannot get it together with Chicago Flips Red, with Danielle Carter and the other woman. And I love Mr. Blakemore. He is so funny. He's so Chicago. Oh my God. But Brandon Johnson has, why are you running on this platform that you care about Black people when you don't care about us? You don't like us. You don't care about us unless you need us for your political pursuits. Oh, Miss Michelle Honey, cosplay mayor, who is, God, what was he, a teacher? No experience of any, no experience whatsoever. Brandon Johnson, see that he got people and he ran on blackity black, black on black, and black and black and black. And man, I'm Black, y'all, and I'm Black, y'all, and I'm blackity black, and I'm Black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm Black, y'all, and I'm Black. Chicago, Michelle. Yeah, he ran on a Black platform because that was the flavor of the month. That was what people were looking for. Chicago has been Democrat for 100 years. Mayor Richard Daley, oh my God, when my parents were here, and Mayor Daley, and then his son, I think Richard Daley Jr. It's been Democrat for more than 100 years. And I don't know why these Black porch Negroes to do the dance and do whatever they're told are not working in the best interest of Black folks. It's insane that people are still falling for this color scheme. Oh my God. So anyway, there's that. And I don't know. Did we talk? Yeah, there will be more information coming about that. Oh, I'm sure Judge Jeb Boasberg is gonna have the ship turned around and put in front of his courtroom Nosferatu, as I call him. I'm sure Judge Boasberg is going to have somebody. How does Judge Boasberg get all these cases? Always go to him. This dude should play the lottery. How does Judge Boasberg get all these cases? He y'all know Eric little fifis are hurt, and he's suing the Trump administration. And guess, my God, who the judge is? Yep, Judge Boasberg. We got to start a petition or something. These activist judges are just making life absolutely miserable. I mean, I know that there's a process that we have to go through, but they have never opposed any Article 2 power as much as they have opposed President Trump. Never. One of 10 kids. He looks Haitian. Dad remarried, all resided in Illinois. No interesting field of study. I think he was a teacher, a high school, elementary school, and thank you for that. An elementary school teacher, I think. Girl, you know, Miss Patricia, you said it. And Google's not always reliable. He seems like a tether. He does. You are absolutely correct. He seems like a tether, like Ilhan Omar. Tethers. All tethers. FBA's, we have no use for tethers. But see, they sell their soul to the devil. So that's how they get these positions. But they're all tethers. And thank you for bringing that up, girl. Yeah, they are. He does seem like a tether. He acts just like the rest of them. Unbelievable. So yeah, we are getting into some stuff. But the Venezuelan oil tank drug boats, I do want to talk a little bit about that, because the Democrats are making a federal issue constantly about Pete Hegseth blowing up these Venezuelan drug boats. These are not fishing boats. These are drug boats. These individuals have been doing this for years, by the way. And look, let's just look at a dang on I don't know what they call a fishing boat. Did I bring it up? No, okay. I'll bring it up here in a second. But what wants to call a fishing boat is not a fishing boat. Oh, for goodness sake. There we go. Let's look at this one. It's not a fishing boat. And why are they continually defending these foreign terrorist organizations? Why are they continually defending foreigners who are racing toward this country to drop their poisons into America? Why are they so concerned about Venezuelan freaking drug dealers? Chicago Ray on X. Oh, just some fishermen in the Caribbean. No big deal. What do you think Rand Paul is going to say when he sees this? He's tagged. There's only one way to find out, so you know what to do. Where's the fishing poles? I'm sorry, where's the fishing poles? Do y'all see any fishing poles on that? Look at, let me make it bigger. Because maybe I'm missing something here, but all I see is a bunch of giant bags or bricks over here on this side. Not now fishing pole anywhere in this boat. Do y'all see any fishing poles, any lures? Are there any lures in this boat? I don't know. Maybe let's back it up a little bit and see if we see. Oh, look at that. 4 freaking motors, probably all 400 horsepower each. Why do you need 1,200 damn horsepower for a fishing boat? Can anybody answer that? I don't know a fishing boat that needs, oh my God. Oh my God. And I don't know what crawled up Senator Rand Paul's ass, but I think he's getting primaried in Kentucky because he has run his ship ashore and it's run into a tree. But back to the point, let's let this play. And y'all let me know if you see any fishing poles or any indication that, do y'all see any fish? Did they catch any damn fish? Because they're pretty far out. They should have caught some fish by now. I don't see any fish.
Call me whenever.
No fish. No fish pole. Oh, whoa, whoa.
¿Usted tiene ningún arma? No. Que ven aquí, mira para el mal.
Yeah, no fishing poles, just a bunch of damn drugs because they're not fishermen. They're not fishermen. They're not fishing. They are bringing drugs to the United States to sell them. The cartelos made so much money over the last 4 years. It's absolutely insane. They made so much freaking money. And no, he has done nothing. That is correct. And he's less than 6% approval. He's not going to be reelected. They're not. Nobody's going to fall for the black thing anymore. We're done with that shit. We're done with that. It's over. And I'm going to get to that in a minute too. It's very important what went down yesterday with all of the civil rights and the DEI. But hopping back over to the Venezuelan thing, those are not fishermen. Rand Paul, you're a disgrace. I don't know what happened to you. I don't know why these people who were like strong, staunch conservatives are crashing out across this country. Something crawled up your ass and made you crazy. You're making up shit about Erica Kirk. You're over here talking about protecting Venezuelan drug dealers. Y'all are stomping the yard for illegals. What is wrong with y'all? You are not MAGA. I don't know what you are now, but you are not MAGA. We don't want nothing to do with your kind. Y'all slap ass crazy is what you are. So why should I feel sorry for Venezuelan criminals? Like not just criminals, but Cartel of the Suns. A very violent gang and criminal organization and kind of a conglomeration of cartelos that dates back to the early 2000s, bro. We've been dealing with this problem with Venezuela for a long time. It didn't just start and showed up. It's just Maduro. Remember Mayorkas went down to Venezuela? Alejandro Mayorkas went down to Venezuela and made this deal with the former president of Venezuela to supposedly see what was causing all the migration and all this bullshit. Just like Heels Up Harris went down there also to supposedly, as the borders are, check on root causes. They just wasted our time and our money and stole a bunch of our money for themselves. Maduro started sending all them Venezuelans from prisons, from mental insane asylums. Actually, we need to start opening up a bunch of insane asylums and putting liberals in there. Dead ass. And I'm not taking back what I said. Y'all are out of your mind. And your nutty nutball craziness affects all of us. Not just you. Because you ain't in your house crazy. You out in public crazy. And no, I don't see any fishing bait. They're not fishing boats. They're drug boats. They're drug boats. They need people who are uninformed, and that's it. Or otherwise, their scam doesn't work. They need people to just not give a shit and to just listen to their garbage. They need people who will believe them. We don't. Actually, never have. So, yeah, here, let's do this. Actually, let's do this while we're at it. Let's check this out. Since I put up more Somali pirate shit, let's talk about that, because that's happening again. What's up, brother? He said the greatest thought post for liberals. God bless you, brother. How are you? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you so very much. These liberals are just... They're protecting Somali pirates. They're protecting these individuals. Here, I'll show you. I'll bring this in because, golly, I don't get it. Eric Doherty on X posted, in a massive development, ICE is ramping up Somali illegal alien raids in Minnesota. They're showing up armed and storming the property that is packed with Somalis. Gross. It's official. The surge is here. Credit goes to Katie Daviscourt. Check it out.
Get a camera.
Get him. There's no way to go, asshole. How many cars do you have in that driveway? I don't have a car, bitches. The Somalis got cars to right inside. Yeah. The raids have begun. Ask me if I care. I don't. I am cheering it on, and I really look forward to the day that I can be a ride along. What's up, Richard Garcia? Thank you, darling. Alamazon. Thank you for reposting the stream, darling. Welcome. Welcome. Since I put in the description Somali pirates, here we go again. Some more Somali pirate shit. Check this out. Here. Oh, I got ahead of myself. Sorry. Check this out. This is what a former TSA agent tells people about what she saw in Minneapolis St. Paul Airport. I made a video about it today on X. Check it out.
St. Paul International Airport. A former TSA agent speaks out about what she saw and what she calls an obvious connection to billions of dollars of fraud. Next.
Well, I think it's going to start.
Liz Jackska joins me. She is a former TSA agent who worked at the Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport from 2016 to 2021. Liz, thank you for joining me.
You're welcome. Thank you, Liz. I applaud you and Alpha News.
We appreciate that. I have to say, though, this sounds like something out of a spy movie. People going through security and getting on planes with suitcases filled with millions of dollars in cash. Tell us what you've actually seen as a TSA agent during the time you...
Well, I've actually seen a lot of things, but the most shocking is exactly that. I saw suitcases filled with millions of dollars of cash.
Unreal.
And the couriers were always Somali men traveling in pairs. And they got through the checkpoint. It just really absolutely blew my mind the first time you open a suitcase and you see millions of dollars of cash. And typically what would happen is a Leo or a law enforcement officer would come, check their credentials. I don't know what kind of questions they asked them, but their IDs were always documented, and probably their plane tickets as well. So there is a trail of that out there. And I would believe with all the cameras at the airport that if they started there, they could probably find each and every individual that brought money through the checkpoint.
Yep.
So it certainly seemed like it happened every week. The suitcases came in, and it was always, the MO was always two Somalian men traveling in pairs. Sometimes they both had suitcases. And so the process was, as a TSA agent, we would pull the bag, and then we'd bring them to a private screening room. And we would open the suitcase and make sure that that's all it was stacks of cash. And a Leo would come and maybe question them and for sure take a picture of their identification, and I'm assuming their plane ticket. I'm not sure. So there is a trail out there between that. I mean, it has to be documented somewhere, and all the cameras in the airport, I would imagine if they'd like to find all this cash, they should start at the airport. Because in the 5 years I was there, I believe $1 billion went through the airport.
Wow.
$1 billion. As if this isn't troubling enough, Liz, it's not just money. You watched leave MSP, is that right?
Look at this part.
Yes, that is correct. That had a carry-on luggage filled with brand new passports. And he was allowed to get through the checkpoint. So where he went with those passports is anybody's guess.
This is really incredible to hear. So it sounds like you're raising alarms with your colleagues, but you have to wonder how many people knew about this. Where were
you get the gist. We're going to move on from there, but can you imagine an American citizen going through TSA. Oh, sorry. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know how to get it back. There we go. Imagine if that was an American citizen. If you or me went through TSA and they were like, you know, open your suitcase, and they saw stacks and stacks and stacks of fat cash. Do you think we would be able to get away with that? Thank you, Joe. Where's the IRS? People wonder why I can't stand these freaking Somalis. People wonder why I can't stand these Venezuelans. People wonder why I cannot stand illegal aliens at all. It's because they have been allowed to get away with shit that none of us would even dream of. Can I call a bondsman? Hell no, no bond. But these people just get to do whatever they want. And then they laugh at us and they think they're better than us because of their religion. Girl, I don't know. I don't know. I do not. It boggles my mind. And people say, well, don't blame the immigrants. First of all, they're not immigrants. They're not immigrants. They are not immigrants. These are freeloading economic migrants. They are illegal aliens. Immigrants are proud to be American. Ungrateful freaking Somalis like Ilhan Omar. That's an illegal. And yeah, she came here. Her parents, her dad at least, did not have citizenship. He didn't, and he never got it even before he died. So she's not actually a legal citizen or even a legal permanent resident. There is someone, Han Omar, and her quote humble beginnings, and according to court records, documentation, she would have been like 19 or 20 years old. So she wouldn't have qualified under coming in under her father or her dad or whatever. She wouldn't have qualified because she was already an adult when she arrived. So all this is questionable now. And then being her brother. And then when the heat got too hot with the Minneapolis Star Tribune or the Minnesota Star Tribune started writing about her and exposing her, she used to just be able to call them racist and they would go away. But now the heat is too hot under these Somalis and people in this country want them gone. So now the information that they have had and held about Ilhan Omar all these years can now be brought out. She's now a legal citizen. She sent her brother off to the UK when the heat got too hot. So he hasn't lived here in a long time. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming on in and saying what's up and listening to me rant about these people and how they have abused us and how these politicians, including Black politicians, have put these illegal aliens ahead of FBAs. But see, now that they need us again, because that's the way this always happens. What goes around comes around. Now they need us again, like Brandon Johnson, and I'm going to go ahead and start roasting his bitch ass again. They need us now because, see, these illegals are getting hauled out of here and they need the Black vote again because they cannot. Gonna go clickety clackety there with them heels of his and start coming back over to the FBAs. Hi, hey, hi, hey. After you've spent $5 billion on illegals the last 4 years, Brandon Johnson. Really? Michelle, I'm not near Berthoud, but Berthoud is pretty. It's the problem with Berthoud Pass is once it starts to snow, they close the pass. But yeah, it's beautiful out there. It might still be open. Yeah, say hi. It's kind of cold off and on right now, but $50 degrees the next day. That's exactly what just happened. It's nuts. So these individuals have put these illegal aliens ahead of us, but see, now they need the Black vote again. They're figuring this out. They're figuring this out. They're figuring out, you know, oh, God, I guess we got to go back to Black. Dang. We had our voters, but Trump keeps deporting them. You damn right. And you think it's bad. Wait till the hold on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Let's just talk about this one here. Because this is just deluxe. I am so excited about this happening. Let me tell you, 2026 is gonna be fire. You white liberal stupid idiots showing up to these ICE raids with your stupid little feet, your little whistle, standing out in the cold. You crazy. Y'all stupid. Y'all. This is what's coming for you dumb liberals in 2026, baby. This is what's coming because you're not going to trample on FBAs anymore. You're not going to trample on the middle class anymore. You're not going to trample on good, hardworking American citizens anymore. You're not going to try to make white people hate white people and Black people hate white people. We're going to get together and we're going to move y'all monkey asses out of office. And we're going to rob you and we're going to get rid of your constituents. And this is how we do it. Roll the film. Yeah, baby. Woo, get them chains. Lay them out. These chains spell money for American citizens. Money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Yeah, yeah. Load them up, load them up, load them up, load them up, move them out. Whoa, hot. Whoa. Gone now, gone. No, you can't come back. We're full. The headline is from Gunther Eagleman. That's my brother, Gunther. He's a really cool dude. DHS just inked a $140 million contract with Boeing for a fleet of 737s dedicated to ICE deportation jets. Woo! It's time to be happy. Oh my God. I am so excited about that. I can barely stand it. Yes! New ICE jets. You think it's bad now? You think, where is this moron? Hold on. Let me show you something. Really, these people are so freaking retarded. I can't even believe they are allowed to exist here. Oh, hold on. Is that it? Is this it? No, hold on. It's another one. Hold on. I'm going to find it. Is this the one? I think this might be it. No, this is not it. But dang, I want the one where, oh, I know where it is. Yeah, I know where it is. Here it is. Hold on a second. Check this shit out. This is not going to be allowed to continue. This is Ben Bergquam with Real America's Voice, and he is on an ICE raid right now. I'm going to pull this in so we can see it. But this kind of crap is not going to be allowed to continue, especially after the first of the year. Okay, good night, Miss Michelle. We'll see you later, darling. You get some rest. So this has been Bergquam on a ride along. And look at these dumb white liberals, dude. Oh my God, they piss me off so bad.
Train tracks in Minneapolis, and you've already got activists. This guy riding around on his bike. It's tracking our group. Going to be calling out to his friends, telling his friends where we are so they can come and try to dox us. And the illegals aren't even the biggest problem. It's the organizations and the people that are trying to obstruct ICE's operations. That is the biggest problem.
Look at this white liberal. Look at this dumb old hag. This stupid old white liberal baby boomer hag. Look at this is the epitome of stupidity. The epitome of stupidity, bro. Look at this creep. Look at this nasty creep. Ugh.
These are the activists right here that are aiding and abetting illegal aliens.
You old
that are working with
look,
NGOs.
And then she starts recording Ben Bergquam. She better be glad I wasn't there.
In America, many of the times the same NGOs that invited the
take your ugly wrinkled liver spots and go home. Go work at an animal shelter. Volunteer to help dogs and cats. You miserable old disgusting white liberal hag. I despise these people because Colorado is full of them. If I was somewhere like maybe, I don't know, Polk County, Florida, under Sheriff Grady Judd, I wouldn't have to look at this old hoe every single day. But I have to look at these disgusting creatures every day, and I'm really over them.
Invasion into our country, blowing whistles out here to get attention, and then putting it out on social media.
On his bike. Why are you on a bike in Minnesota in the dead of winter? Why are you on a bicycle? You can't afford a car. You're like 40 years old, dude. You're a dude. You're a damn dude. Yeah, Woo! Get a
Where ICE is in the community.
not Ben
These are the enemies within.
Cool. I love
right
Ben
here. Illegals are bad. They need to be deported. But these organizations and individuals that are aiding and abetting, they're worse. So what illegals do you want to keep in your community? A rapist okay? Murderers okay?
This is a dumb idiot white liberal. I'm sure they paying you. He doesn't have a job. He doesn't have a job. He is. Let me let the video play.
Are terrorists okay?
Ugh, look at this big fat slop of shit. That's you. You know what, bitch? That's a nice fucking car. That's a nice car. That's a brand new car. This nasty Somali is in a new car. And y'all wonder why I'm angry? I don't have a car. My car got destroyed and totaled. And now I have to figure out how I'm going to get another car. And look at this disgusting creature. Fucking inbred.
What a lady.
Shut up with your fat ass and your titties hanging down to your gut. Fat loser. Look at that gut.
Let's go, guys.
You move. Go back to wherever
And
the fuck
this
you're
dumb idiot white liberal. Ugh. Look at that ugly face. That is a face of fat, sloppy, soy male failure. He doesn't get dates. He's in a minivan. He probably watches. Let me shut up. Let me shut up.
Let's roll, fellas. Let's roll.
Get that fucking camera.
Is that a pink? Is that a pink drink thing you got in your vehicle? Why do kids drink thing in your vehicle and ain't no kids in there? They might want to check his computer history and see what he's looking at it in the dead of night.
Camera out of here.
Just saying.
What illegals are okay? Rapists, murderers? Fuck off. Terrorists? You're a fucking rapist. You're okay with all them? I'm not ICE, so I'm just asking you a question. Oh, you're real America's voice? Yeah. Fuck you. Yeah, there you go. Any illegals you're okay with?
That's all they got is their middle finger, and they think that's just the be all to end all. The middle finger, the middle finger. Oh, the middle finger.
Keeping them all.
That's for retarded people. Look at this fucking retard. This fat, disgusting, retarded white liberal.
No human being is illegal. Some of them came into our country illegally, so all of them you're okay with. Why are you blowing your whistle, sir? Because you're a fascist pig. This is what happens when you get a mayor and a police chief and a governor who want to protect illegals and activists over American citizens. They encourage this kind of behavior. Leftist activists coming out obstructing ICE.
Get the fuck out of here!
No, you get the fuck out of here. You get out of here, you fucking tether. Look at all these tethers. Look at these tethers in here. Look at these tethers.
Fuck ICE! Fuck ICE! Fuck Donald Trump! Don't show them anything!
That's cultural appropriation. The slapping fans, that is an FBA thing, you creep. Let's check your IP address and see what you're looking at night. If there's any kid videos that shouldn't be there, you creep.
Oh, we got the whistle. We got more whistles. More whistles.
You need to leave. You're not welcome. Get the fuck out of here.
No,
I thought everyone's welcome. I thought everyone's welcome.
You was ICE?
I thought everyone's welcome.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, you get a good shot. Huh?
Do you see that? Did you see? That's a grown ass dude. These liberals, I told you we need to reopen state hospitals. Look at this. Look at this. Free Palestine. Oh, of course. Palestine is free from the river to the sea. Now shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you get a good shot. Ha! I don't want your diseases on me, bro. Keep your diseases to yourself. We got the whistle, crew.
One white liberal.
It's my
Heather. Heather. Heather.
This is what leftism has created in America. Right there.
Thank you, Ben Berquam, because I'd have been fighting everybody up in there. I can't handle that kind of thing in person because I'll start fighting. I'll start fighting. Girl, Patricia, did you see all them tethers? Girl, did you see all them tethers? Oh, Joe said, oh, you're the most down-to-earth, cool. God bless you, brother. God bless you. Thank you, Joe. You're so sweet. I appreciate you. Thank you. This is righteous indignation. I cuss, but Jesus just loves me and he just shakes his. I'm so, it's righteous indignation at this juncture. We don't owe these people we don't owe them we don't, what? Girl, it's a hot dang on mess. That's a hot mess with all them tethers in there. They just think Joe Riley, you're amazing. Thank you, brother. I just, I have never had any politician fight for me. These illegal aliens have these politicians wrapped around their damn balls. Just good old American folk just making our way. You know what I'm saying? And they just don't care. They just don't. They show us that they don't care about us, but they always want to come back to us for our votes. Oh, I'll get it this time, or I'll do it this. You're never going to do it. You're never going to do anything for us because you hate us. And that's fine. We get it. We don't like you either. Governor Jared Polis, I said to him, just release Tina Peters, pretend you're a philanthropist. And I told him, I don't like you. I don't like him. But he doesn't like us either. Their actions speak louder than their words. Their words don't mean shit. Their words are done. I don't want to hear words. I want to see action. And the only people I am seeing action that is benefiting American citizens are governors like Ron DeSantis, President Donald John Quavius Trump, my Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth. And I know people are kind of hot mad with Pam Bondi, but I appreciate her right now too. President Trump picked a stellar cabinet this time. And oh yeah, since we're talking about that, we may as well, I'll show you one of his cabinet members, Secretary of HUD, Scott Turner. And this was posted by Eric Doherty. HUD Secretary Scott Turner just released a bombshell report that found between 2021 and 2024, Joe Biden and Kamala, the Hindu Horus Harris, the foreign-born population accounted for more than 60% of rental demand growth. So literally, the illegal aliens being here drove the price of homes and rentals through the roof. Their very presence here. 50 million illegal aliens coming here under Biden's watch drove the price for everything. Demand was high because they sucked all the oxygen out of the damn room.
But when you have over 12 million people coming over our borders unchecked, unvetted, this is straining our housing market from a supply standpoint, from an affordability standpoint.
Yes, it
HUD
is.
just put out a report and found that between 2021 and 2024, the foreign-born population in our country in just 3 short years is 6 million people, which is the most in that period of time in American history. And so we cannot forego the thought that.
Look at this. Look at this. Regional median home prices as of October 2025 out here in the West, $628,500. Northeast, $503,700. Oh my God.
Because of illegal immigration, because of people coming to our country, prices have risen.
Yes.
We need Fed to cut rates. We need to continue to deport illegals
Yes,
that
sir.
are taking houses from the American people. So we're very
Yes, sir.
intentional and focused about it at HUD and across the administration.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brother Turner. I know it was hard to hear. Sorry, my sound is a little wonky, but he basically said we need to deport these illegals and we need to raise and food and gas and every single thing else because they have been sucking the oxygen out of the supply side of the economy. Simple law of supply and demand. And they were getting welfare. See, they were getting federal money and federal subsidies through HUD, through Section 8 programs, through subsidized housing, through grants, through the Biden administration was giving these illegal aliens FHA loans. Really? Really, bro? They cannot afford. They can't afford life. God bless you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You better follow me on X, and I'll make sure I follow you back. Stop back in anytime. These illegal aliens have been squeezing these prices, and the Biden administration blamed us. Remember all the time used to tell American citizens in the middle class, well, you just need to eat less food. You need to stop going out to restaurants. You need to start budgeting your money better. With their smarky, snarky, smarmy tone. While they make 7, 8 figures to lie to us on these so-called media every day. Why do you think MSDN shows, and nobody cares that they changed the name. It's the same damn people who are telling the same damn lies. This guy surprised me. This is the Palantir CEO, Alex Karp. And when I just showed you the video, the Ben Bergquam video, follow him on X, by the way. He's an investigative journalist. He does some, he's been in the Darien Gap, usually on location. But I want to talk about the, I think I pulled it up. Let's see. This is Palantir CEO. He was talking about our country. This is posted by Wall Street Apes on X. Our country has selective empathy for everybody but working class, particularly white males. Gosh. Let's listen to what he has to say, because I mean, you know, he's kind of high strung. Ignore that and pay attention to his message, because he is so right. These white liberals, the same ones you saw standing there blowing whistles, who are zombies, or the crazy one who is spitting on like a giant 3-year-old. This is what this country has devolved into.
Our country has selective empathy for everybody but working class, particularly white males.
Yes,
So
sir.
when you look at coverage in mainstream newspapers about the constitutionality of blowing up boats that are bringing fentanyl here, I guarantee you, if that fentanyl was killing people at schools we went to, potentially your kids are going to, it would be constitutional to blow up those boats. There is selective instrumental use of empathy that somehow is only applied at the point where it would help. Back to the idea. What about? Okay, sorry. You asked the question. You're going to get the full answer you don't want. The full answer you don't want. You brought me on stage. You know what you're getting.
He's the head of Palantir. I didn't want to like him, but dude, he is preaching right here.
Okay, it's and by the way, I'm on stage, and I know a lot of the people on stage sponsoring this are skeptical of me. I'm on stage. World into Palantir, essentially in Palantir derangement syndrome, Palantir skeptics, and Palantir haters. My biggest fans started off as Palantir skeptics and Palantir haters. I believe that someday almost everyone in this audience is going to agree with me. You may not like me now, but you're going to agree later. I'll also tell you something. Look to the left, look to the right. The person you think is offended by this actually agrees with me.
Yep.
That is 100% true.
Yep.
Okay, well, okay, sorry.
Yeah, you ain't got to clap because you're crazy, all of you.
It's 100% true. And keep that in mind. I'll tell you a secret that I hope the New York Times and the Washington doesn't listen to. But wait, I think I just want to bring us back to this one issue, which is
listen. Look at it. Look at the body language here. Look at his legs are crossed. His legs are crossed, and he's wearing a tight ass suit that's probably choking his balls. If he's got any left, I think he's been neutered or spayed or neutered. Actually, he works for the New York Times. Listen to his stupid questions and how he's defending Venezuelan drug dealers.
And you talked about things being constitutional. And so here we're talking about these boats, for example, that were blown up, right? And whether you have empathy for them or not, given the folks who are getting killed by fentanyl, the question is whether this is being done on a constitutional basis and being done in the right way. Well, and if it's not being done in the right way,
Well,
how you feel about that.
Of course, but part of the reason why I like this questioning is the more constitutional you want to make it, the more precise you want to make it, the more you're going to need. So you keep pushing on making it constitutional. I'm totally supportive of that. You know, constitutional, you would need to understand where the things are going, how are they going, under what conditions, where do they belong.
But I'm asking you just as a person, on a sort of a moral basis, as a human, when you see people, young people, mothers and fathers and families getting ripped apart with the masks on, with the ICE folks. So what do you think of that?
Of course, but you're at this point you're abusing empathy.
I love that term he used. You're abusing empathy. How dare you? How dare you not feel sorry for these poor women and children who are being ripped apart? That's one of their favorite catchphrases is ripped apart. Ripped apart, ripped apart. Oh, you mean like a poor American citizen who shows up for court for an expired parking ticket, who gets taken to jail, and her kids get taken by CPS and she gets torn apart from her children? But I don't see any fucking Democrat cheerleaders outside on her behalf. Oh, hell no, because she's not a foreigner. She's an American citizen. I love this dude says, you're abusing empathy. He is absolutely 100% spot on.
Because I, of course, don't like that. No one likes that. No American.
Thank you for saying that. This, again, is, he is the founder of the CEO of Palantir. And I believe they have a big, well, I don't believe, I know that they do. Spoken with the president and is making alliances with him, because this is the way of the future. All of this ideological bullshit that these Democrats have been pushing for 50 plus years, this shit ain't popular no more. Nobody cares. The feminazi movement is gone. Nobody cares about you whining bitches crying about everything under the sun with a permanent case of PMS and TDS and freaking desperate X syndrome and everything else. All running. Nobody wants a psychotic bitch telling him what to do anymore. Those days are gone. There's no empathy for you people. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to hear what you have to say. Your cushy government jobs that y'all have been sucking out of the system for years, claiming that Black women are the welfare queens. No, you're the welfare queens, white liberal credential class bitches, because you're the ones who have been getting all the top DEI jobs. Oh, you think I don't know? You think I don't know what I'm talking about? You think I'm not going to bring the receipts? Hold on. I'm sure going to bring the receipts and show you exactly what I'm talking about. Hold on. I will bring the receipts. Where is that famous article that I found? This screen, I'm sorry, I have a different version of this my computer, and it lost. Oh, here we go. There we go. Here's one of them. This isn't the one I want, but this will do. Yahoo Finance. Let me bring this in here because I'm going to bring the receipts and I'm going to show you that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Hi, Carlene. Thank you for reposting the stream. And Waterfall, thank you for reposting the stream. God bless you, both of you. I appreciate you because we are talking about some very important, vital things. This is why the liberals are mad. And remember the article I read to you earlier about the Forbes article about how they're freaking out that all these federal jobs have gone away and are continuing to be wiped out. Headline from reposted on Yahoo Finance, but from Afrotech. Over 76% of chief diversity officers are white and female, by the way. This is not the article I was looking for, but this does have the similar information. While just under 4% are Black. And that is according to a report. This is back in 2023. In the aftermath of unrest, George Floyd, blah, 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 many companies made it a trend to appear as if their mission was actively support the Black community. In addition to initiatives to invest in Black-owned businesses, another popular response was a spike in diversity, equity, and inclusion jobs, DEI. However, not too shortly after the hype died, many DEI professionals were cut loose. As previously shared by Afrotech, an NBC report showed that 40% of layoffs at surveyed organizations were for DEI roles, compared to 24% for non-DEI roles. Yeah. The numbers have fueled people's perspective that the hiring wasn't genuine to begin with. No shit, Sherlock. Another study has shown how Black DEI professionals have further gotten the short end of the stick. According to a report from Zippia, 76.1%, that's more than half, almost 100% of the diversity, equity, and inclusion C-suite level jobs are held by white employees. Interesting. While 3.8% are held by Black employees. Additionally, when looking at the percentage over the years from 2010 to 2021, Black employees paid between 3.1% and 3.8%. So now you have a clearer picture of why these white liberals have built a career out of supposedly fighting for causes that fight racism and fighting against white supremacy. They used our so not only did they use Black folks as slaves, but white liberal Southern Dixie Democrats turned around and used us again during the LBJ administration because his old ass realized, oh shit, which means that Democrats would stay in control. And they did. So they used us then. And now, in modern times, starting in the mid to early 2000s, they used Black folks in the struggle again to make themselves the heroes, to help the darkies, and made themselves a bunch of nice, cushy jobs in the process. So they never stop, and Black people still vote for these dumb liberals and these dumb Democrats. You have Stockholm syndrome if you vote for these people. And you could use some serious mental, spiritual, and mental health assistance of some sort. Absolutely freaking unbelievable. Cleanse, because we see so much negativity. Here, let's watch this because we're gonna laugh. Here, I'll bring this in. This is the palate cleanse for tonight.
Donald Trump makes himself Batman, and the nation's capital is Gotham City.
Trump.
Yes,
Are you Batman?
I am Batman.
Love it. My president is Batman. The secret's out. Don't tell. All right, you guys. It has been an honor and a pleasure to serve you in this second revolution. We are here to fight in this war, and we are here to win because God has already done so. God has won. We just walking it out. It's a painful process, and I have really had it. But I walk by faith and not by sight. Because the evils, as I call them, the cartels, and I mean the cabal, the cartels, those who don't want you to see the golden age, they want to keep you poor so that they can continue to have control over you. They don't want you to have no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security. They did that here in Colorado, where they passed a House bill 25-12. The state of Colorado makes you turn around and declare all your tips, and you still get taxed on it. This state is full of sinister Democrats, and I'm not going to let them forget what they've done. And I'm not going to let anybody else forget what they've done to us. We have to pray for our president and pray for God's strength to be with him. Pray for each other. Pray for your sister in Christ here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because we'll need it, right? We'll need it. That I mean, like, he's testing the waters of faith, I do believe. I saw him in an interview, and he made reference to it. And I believe he was highly, highly moved during Charlie Kirk's funeral. I really do. I think something kind of shook him. and like it's just this big generational thing for Generation X. So, because we're the best generation, baby boomers suck. Gen X rules. But yeah, pray for Elon. He's taken a lot of heat too. You know what I'm saying? And he's a good dude. He's just like the rest of us trying to figure it all out. So, yeah. Anyway. And neither did Omarosa. So away I went. And now I'm back and I can say whatever I want. The algorithms sometimes hate me, Elon, but overall, thank you so much. It's a great experience and I appreciate you for real, for real. He's just a big kid, but you know what? So am I. I'm angry most of the time, but I'm still a big kid. Oh, Ancient Aliens. Episode I've seen like 48 times, but Ancient Aliens, that's my jam. So I gotta go. I love you guys. I appreciate you so very much. I am humbled. There's, my goodness, so many people watching, and I do this from out of love. I do this from my heart, and I'm just so grateful, truly grateful for you guys every day. I appreciate you, and thank you for listening to me rant, because I tell you what, I've had it. Peace out.